Namo Buddhaya. This video is dedicated to all the Buddhist women, especially those who come from countries where Islamification is getting momentum, like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and other southeastern countries. So today I'm taking this video because I have some ideas to share with all of you. First of all, I want to say that I don't have any problem with any religion. I am myself a Buddhist, but I have friends from all the religions. I'm not a racist because I am an European lady myself, but I had only Buddhist boyfriends which were from Buddhist countries. So I am not a racist and I don't have any problem with any religion. But today I want to share with you some ideas of mine. I want to say that also English is not my first language, so maybe I will try to be as clear as possible. So today I want to share my idea about the conversing of Buddhist women in Buddhist countries, because we know that nowadays so many Buddhist women are converting to Islam because of marriage, or sometimes also because of forced conversions. As we see in Bangladesh, especially those Chakma, Marma, Bora girls are forced to convert to Islam, especially in Chattogram Hills tract, and it is a very sad thing which Western countries are not talking about. But me as a Buddhist, I know about this story and I feel very sad, especially because in these days in Chakma community there is a very famous girl called Aparna Chakma, and as we see now, she's having an affair with a Muslim man, which create a very big problem in the Chakma community of India and Bangladesh. So my message that I want to give to the Buddhist women in these countries, especially those that actually are having affairs with them, with Muslim men, and they're also converting to Islam, I want to say that we should not forget that there are so many people from their religion that are treating us very badly, and they are forcing Buddhist women to convert to Islam, or they are using love jihad and so on. Of course, not all are like that, but in countries like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, we are seeing this kind of events. So, as we can see from nowadays researches, Islam followers are increasing more and more and more and more every year, and there is also a prediction that in 2020 it may become the first religion in the world. As we can see, Buddhism followers are decreasing more and more, because as we know, in our religion there is not any rules where it say that we have to marry forcibly with someone which is from our religion, because we are very open-minded. People that know religion and know Buddhism, they know that we are very open-minded. But in religions like Islam, women cannot marry men from other religions, and men can only marry with Jews, Christians, or Muslims. So when you go to a Muslim man, you have to think about that, because you are going to leave your community, you are going to leave your religion, you are going to leave your culture, and after that you leave that community. If something happens to you, you will be alone, because after that you lose all your identity, which is a very sad thing. And we have also to think how Buddhist people have been treated during the history by other religions. Before, Buddhism was one of the first religions in the world. It was spread everywhere: Pakistan, Indonesia, Malaysia, Myanmar, and of course still it's present in many countries like Sri Lanka. But really, before, it was one of the first religions in the world, and had such a big impact in worldwide cultures. But because of conversion, our religion is losing followers. I'm not saying anything about that, but as a Muslim Buddhist woman, I feel very sad about that, because we are going to lose our religion, and it will be happening. It will happen because we are losing so many followers, and also maybe we have not that birth rate that other Muslim countries have. So we are not having children, and they're having so many children, and so many women, Buddhist women from different communities are converting to Islam. So we are losing our followers, our religion. It will die one day. In the Western world, nobody talks about Buddhist people genocide. Nobody talks about about genocide done by Muslim people in countries like Myanmar, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Nobody talks about that. But when we see some more religious parties, political parties in Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, maybe not Bangladesh, more Sri Lanka and Myanmar, then the Western countries get crazy. They say, oh, Buddhist people are not as peaceful as they seem, but they don't know the history behind that. Nobody talked. Nobody was standing for indigenous people. Nobody was standing for Buddhist people in Myanmar, in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka. Nobody is standing up for them. So, but when it happens to our Buddhists to be angry, sick and tired of being mistreated by followers of the other religions, then the politically correct start to make jokes. So this is a very sad thing, and I say that as a Western person, I feel very sad because it happens every day. I see every day so many bad feedbacks, so many bad articles about Buddhist people, about Myanmar monks, which are against extremist Muslims. But until now, people think that they are the good one, and we Buddhist people are liars, and we were acting like the good people, but actually we are bad. It is what the Western is thinking. So what is happening is that our Buddhist people are not getting any help from anyone. Even from Western, we don't have the understanding from the Western countries. And in the Eastern, we are still fighting between religions because they are trying to convert us. In the Western world, nobody talks about Buddhist people genocide. Nobody talks about genocide done by Muslim people in countries like Myanmar, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Nobody talks about that. But when we see some more religious parties, political parties in Sri Lanka and Myanmar, then the Western countries get crazy. They say, oh, Buddhist people are not as peaceful as they seem, but they don't know the history behind that. Nobody talked. Nobody was standing for indigenous people. Nobody was standing for Buddhist people in Myanmar, in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka. Nobody is standing up for them. So, but when it happens to our Buddhists to be angry, sick and tired of being mistreated by followers of the other religions, then the politically correct start to make jokes. So this is a very sad thing, and I say that as a Western person, I feel very sad because it happens every day. I see every day so many bad feedbacks, so many bad articles about Buddhist people, about Myanmar monks, which are against extremist Muslims. But until now, people think that they are the good one, and we Buddhist people are liars, and we were acting like the good people, but actually we are bad. It is what the Western is thinking. So what is happening is that our Buddhist people are not getting any help from anyone. Even from Western, we don't have the understanding from the Western countries. And in the Eastern, we are still fighting between religions because they are trying to convert us. I want to explain for a while why Chakma people are so angry and sad about this situation. If you don't believe that, you can check yourself. Just check for indigenous woman Bangladesh forced conversion on Google. You will see very terrible things. As we can see, 1 month, maybe 1 or 2 months ago, there was a very sad story about a girl called Lakimme Chakma, which has been forced to convert to Islam, for to get married, and she was forced to have a child, and she suicided because she got really shocked and sad because she was kidnapped. She was only 14 years old, and it's unfortunately something that really happens in Bangladesh, especially in Chattogram Hills tract, almost every day. I have so many people, I have so many friends from there, and they say that they feel that their sisters are in danger every day because of this kind of situation, but the Western world is not talking about that. So what I want to say to all the Buddhist women in the world is that, please, I don't say that love can be forced, but when you are in love with a Muslim man, ask yourself, you can convert yourself to Islam, okay, but think about it. Can he convert himself to Buddhism for you? Maybe if you ask him that, he will say no, because it's not allowed in his religion. When he says so, you also have to say, in my religion, it's not allowed, because we have to protect the unity of our religion. And we want, as you want to do that, we also want to continue our religion. So see, check if he can change the religion for you, let him do that, because we women have been doing that for years. We have been raped, we have been forced to change our religion, we have been a victim of love jihad, we have been victim of so many things. If you can do that, if he can do that, let him do that. Let's change the system. But actually, you have to ask, is it there love? Is it there any love? Actually, it is not always love. Sometimes it's something more, which I think that everyone can understand about. So thank you so much for your watching, and tell me what you think. I mean, I can speak all English, Chinese, Italian, Sinhala, and Spanish. So if you want to make any comment, please write your comments in these languages. So thank you for watching, and Tribal Jam bless you. Namo Buddhaya.